Welcome to another episode of Active Training with Ryan. In these instructional videos, I am going to show you how to enhance your instruction using ActivInspire. This video is about how to make your own clip art. Now, another really neat trick with ActivInspire is using alternative programs then to make clip art. What I like to do is I like to turn pictures, students, artwork, or my own creations into clip art onto the ActivInspire software. So I'm going to use Microsoft Office 2011 to create my own clip art. If you have 2009, 2011, or the new 2014, you have the ability to make your own clip art using Microsoft Word or Microsoft PowerPoint. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go into Google Images and I'm going to find a picture that I want to turn into clip art. I'm going to select this picture right here. I'm going to choose View Image to see the picture in its largest resolution. Now to get this into Microsoft Word, I'm going to hover over the photo and do a right click. Select Copy. In Microsoft Word, I'm going to right-click and choose Paste. And it's going to bring the picture then from Google Images into Microsoft Word. Now Microsoft Word will very quickly, and using its own technology, can turn any picture into clip art. So to turn this flower into clip art, I'm going to double-click on it. And now I have a new menu at the top of the screen, which is called Picture Tools Format. The very first tool available to me is called Remove Background. So I'm going to click on Remove Background, and it's automatically going to start removing the background from the photo. And it did a fairly decent job on its own. So we've got some editing here we need to do to make the background disappear some more and to bring parts of the flower back. Now on the left-hand side here, you'll notice the tip of the flower was cut off. So I'm going to use the marquee sizing in Microsoft Word. I'm going to click and hold and drag it over. Microsoft Word automatically does the rest of the work. I'm going to do the same thing with the left side because this tip of the flower petal got cut off. I'm going to click and hold, drag the marquee over and let go. Automatically removes the background. Down here at the bottom, you'll notice it cut off the bottom of this flower petal, so I'm going to drag this marquee to the very bottom. Now when I dragged that down though, it made some changes. It brought in this part of the background, but it left out the stem, and it left out the petal here. So I'm going to go up to the top of my screen and I'm going to choose Mark Areas to Keep. And I'm going to draw in areas of the flower that I wanted to keep in. So I wanted to keep this petal here. So I'm going to draw a sloppy line over it. Doesn't have to be great. And do you see how it automatically brought the petal back in and the stem? Now I'm going to choose Mark Areas to Remove. I don't want this background picture here because the computer thinks that this is still part of the photo. So I'm just going to draw a sloppy line over it. And do you see how it automatically removed the entire component? And I'm going to do the same thing down below. I'm going to click and hold and drag my mouse. And once again, Microsoft Word will automatically remove it for you. Let's say you make a mistake. I accidentally clicked on something and it took away part of the petal or it took away something I didn't want it to do. So if you make a mistake, all you do is you come up to your screen. On the very top of the menu, you'll see an icon that looks like a back menu arrow. And I'm going to click Undo until it fixes the mistakes that I'm working on. When you're all done making your changes, click on Keep Changes. you see my picture here has no background color behind it. So now I'm going to click on the picture, right click. I'm going to choose copy from the menu here. And I'm going to paste it inside ActivInspire. So I'm going to do a right click on the screen using my select tool, choose paste, and you see it brings in the picture onto the page. Now that I've got Clipart, I'm just going to shrink it down by using the marquee size button. You see how I have Clipart now on the page. Now I'm going to play with this picture for just a moment, because what I'm going to do is I want to set the background colors in to the colors of the pictures. So I'm going to right click on my screen. I'm going to choose set background. Top box here, again, I'm going to use the color picker. And just like when we were setting the background colors, I'm going to choose a color inside of the picture that I really like. I'm going to get a darker color, as dark as I can get here at the shade. And I see a dark color right here in the middle. Bottom color, I'm going to leave it to white. And in the large box, I'm going to choose the third one, which is top to bottom. And you see again how it changed my colors then to the nice colors that match into the petals. When you're done, click OK. Now I want to change the colors of these boxes. I want it to match the colors of the flower as well, so I'm going to come over to my screen, right click on the colors, choose the color picker. This time I'm going to see if I can't get a darker color of this red. I see a dark color here I like. Using the paint bucket tool, I'm going to add in the colors to the boxes. And do you see how in 2 minutes now I have a brand new presentation ready to go? And all I had to do was create my own clip art. Now a fun thing to do too is with my own students, I turn them into clip art. So I get parental permission to take their picture. I put them on a background. Now using Microsoft Word, I'm going to do the same trick. I'm going to double click on the photo, click remove background, and you see how all the purple is the part it's going to remove. So I've got some editing here to do. The first thing is the marquee is only showing me what I want to bring in. So I'm going to move it down so this student here, it's from her knees down here up to her head. And you see it's automatically changing it for me. I've got a little editing to do here. On the side of her arm, it brought in the picture, so I'm going to remove some of the photo. So at the top screen, click on Mark Areas to Remove. Draw a line in the part you don't want. You see how it automatically removed it. Now down here by her knee here, it brought in part of the background picture. So I'm going to draw a line over it. I don't want this part of the photo. I'm going to draw it again one more time because it took off part of it. On this side, it did the same thing. It's thinking that the background picture here is part of her leg. When I'm all done, I'm going to click on Keep Changes. And you see my student now becomes clip art. So I'm just going to copy and paste her into my ActivInspire. So I right-click on her photo, copy, go into ActivInspire using your Select tool, right-click, choose Paste. And you see my students are now part of clip art on the screen. That's just a really fun way to be able to use clip art in ActivInspire. I want you to take a moment now and I want you to practice creating your own clip art and creating your own presentations. Have fun!